Hey guys, so I'm back with part 2 of my feminine health videos. I've been preparing for this video for a few months now, even before the first video that I did. I have purchased a lot of different products because I wanted to be able to show you guys the products that I'm going to be talking about in the video. And I wanted to use the products so that I could come on here and talk to you guys about them. I didn't want to tell you about something that I myself haven't used. I have a lot of notes that I've been taking over time, about 4 pages, so my head will probably be down quite a bit reading what I wrote because I don't want to forget or leave anything out. So I'm gonna get right into it. Like I said, today's video is part 2 of the feminine health videos that I will be doing. As women, our bodies go through so much, and for as much as our bodies go through, things are never discussed. Women too often suffer in silence for fear of being judged or talked about. How can we care for ourselves properly if no one will talk about the things that we go through? Why is it something that is so impressive, such a taboo subject? This amazing part of our body can bring intense pleasure, annoying pain, and even the most precious little babies. So yes, today I'm going to be talking about vaginas. And for the sake of this video and the people that are on my Facebook page that I don't want to disrespect, maybe with using the word, I'm going to use the word yoni instead of that word. And the specific topic that I'm going to be talking about in the video is something that I, over time, have noticed that it needs to be discussed. A lot of women, like I said, they're in fear of being judged. So they suffer in silence. They don't tell anybody. They don't talk to anyone. Some women will go to their doctors, but I've seen over time that there are also women who don't even want to go to the doctor because they still feel uncomfortable talking. But I must say first, when talking about this subject, I'm specifically talking about this subject. If there's anything wrong outside of this, then you do need to go to the doctor. That's on a whole nother thing. I have nothing, I can't say anything about that. Just go to the doctor. But the specific subject that I'm going to be talking about is pH imbalances. Because so many different women go through it. A lot of women probably don't even know that that's what their problem is, if they're having a problem, because like I said, there are a lot of women that are scared. I've talked to some. Over this time, I have spoke with so many women, even women that I don't know. I've just spoken to them over the internet, through YouTube and stuff like that. So I hope that this video gets out to a lot of women, to women that wherever, however far, because I know it's needed. There aren't a lot of videos that I've seen with this much information in one video because, like I said, women don't want to talk about it, but there are so many women that need to know. So anyway, like I said, the video is going to be on pH imbalances, meaning that there's a bacteria overgrowth in that area where the bad bacteria has taken over the good bacteria. And you're at that point when that happens, your body isn't strong enough to fight it off. Some people will naturally balance themselves out if their immune system is strong enough, but there are some people that it won't, and a lot of things take place into why it won't. Body-wise, our bodies they're healthy in an alkaline state. In that area, you're healthy in an acidic state. Your pH should be between 3.5 and 4.5 down there to stay at a healthy state. Just for the women that don't know that you may be dealing with something and don't know what it is, some of the symptoms are thin, gray, white, or green discharge, foul-smelling, fishy odor, vaginal itching, burning during urination, and a strong smell during urination. Some of the causes are, and it's quite a few, are, of course, intercourse, because semen has a pH of 7.1 to 8. Our monthly cycle can throw you off. Blood has a pH of 7.4. That's why. Scented soaps and body washes, like those perfume feminine sprays, laundry detergents, too tight clothing, sweating, like after you work out, and women that sweat real bad down in that area and stay in the clothing, not a good idea. So get out of those clothes as fast as you can, especially if you know that you sweat bad in that area. Antibiotics, carbs, hormonal changes, birth control, and tampons. And like I said, most of these things that are on this list are in our everyday life. While most of these things you can change, some of them are a natural part of life. And while it is true our yonis were created to self-clean, but sometimes because of lifestyles, it may need some maintenance. If you have like I said before, if you have a weakened or imbalanced immune system, your body won't be able to rebalance itself. And the things that can weaken your immune system are poor diet, lack of exercise, vitamin deficiencies, infections, pollutions, chemicals, stress, and many other things. So like I said, if things that are in everyday life can throw you out of whack or whatever, but there are, and some of them you won't be able to help, but there are things, I do have a list of things that can help you keep yourself in balance. One of the biggest things is, like, I hear women talking about, like, after you have your menses, like when your cycle goes off, and a lot of women feel like they have to douche after the cycle goes off, because they say that's how they don't feel clean if they don't. Well, your cycle being on is part of your body cleansing itself out. So instead of douching after your cycle, you can take a bath and you can take a bath and add 1 to 2 cups of apple cider vinegar into your bath water, and it needs to be, of course, up at least waist length so that you can soak in it, and you should soak in it for at least 20 minutes. You can sleep commando. Stop wearing panties to sleep. Take them off. You're in the bed. Nobody can see you. Just take them off. Wearing underwear during sleep increases moisture below and contributes to the growth of bacteria. So take the panties off, ladies. Some people aren't comfortable sleeping naked, you can sleep in a dress, a nightgown, just something where you can breathe down there. During the day, everybody loves, of course, those cute Victoria's Secret pretty panties, but unless you're wearing those for a special occasion, for the most part, you should be wearing cotton panties. They don't have to be granny panties. There are some cotton panties that are still fairly cute, but cotton panties during the day, it needs to breathe. And those will allow it to breathe because of the material. No soap in that area. That includes Vagisil and Summer's Eve. Stop using those products. They are not to be put down there. I don't care if it does say pH balance and odor block. Stop it. They're not good. It's full of chemicals. It's going to throw you out of whack, and a lot of women wonder why they have issues. It's coming from those. Stop using them. One of the main things is a balanced diet. You are what you eat. Whatever you put in your body is going to come out one way or the other. I don't care if the smell is coming out through your sweat, coming out when you have a bowel movement, coming out down. It's going to come out. So whatever you take in, it's going to make its way out of you some kind of way. So, like I said, a balanced diet. Another thing is 100% cranberry juice. When I say that, I mean they have regular cranberry juice, of course, and then they have the one with no sugar added. You should be getting the one that says on the container, no sugar added. It is more expensive. It's like a $2-3 difference from the regular cranberry juice. But the difference is the cheaper one is a cranberry juice cocktail. You do not want that. You're pretty much wasting your money. You may as well be getting some random fruit juice if you get that one. So get the 100% no sugar added cranberry juice. Another thing is probiotics. Probiotics, you can get so many different things that have probiotics in them. I have a few things that I'm going to show you guys. For one, you can get it in pill form. This is Ultimate Flora Probiotic, Women's Vaginal Ultimate Flora Probiotic. 50 billion live cultures. The things about probiotics is you want to get something with live cultures in it, meaning they need to be refrigerated. If it's not refrigerated, then you're pretty much wasting your money or whatever. So that's the pill form that you can get. They also have probiotic yogurt. This one is made by Greek Gods. They have it in honey, strawberry, honey, plain, I think cherry, black cherry. That's all I can remember. But this is a probiotic yogurt. It has 7 live and active cultures in it. Okay, so those are those 2 things. Another thing is probiotic drinks. These are probiotic drinks. They're fairly cheap. I think they're like $2 and something. And they actually taste like, to me, they taste like key lime pie, I think it is. And I don't like key lime pie, but I've tasted it before, and that's what these taste like. But they taste pretty good, even though I don't like key lime pie. But so these are the probiotic drinks. Also, this one is, well, no, I'll come back to that one. Another one is kombucha. This has probiotics in it also. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They have like a soda fizz to them, but they're nasty. I bought them, tasted them, and they're frozen now because they've been sitting in my refrigerator. I mean, they're like $4 a piece, but I don't care for the flavor of them. And like I said before, another one is kefir. I was going to talk to you guys about like fermented foods. Fermented foods are like things that have set. They're like vegetables that have set, like sauerkraut, pickles, stuff like that. And kefir is also something that's considered that. It has a lot of live active cultures in it. Actually, 12 probiotic cultures. They sell this. It comes in strawberry and it comes in blueberry, and it's pretty much like a yogurt or whatever. And it's fairly cheap. I think it was maybe like $2 and something. So yes, that's that. And water. Drinking lots of water. You should be drinking at least half of your body weight every day. I weigh around 126 pounds, I think, unfortunately. And I drink at the least 74 ounces a day. That's more than what I should drink, but I either have that 74 ounce jug with me, or I have a gallon of water with me, one of the two, and I drink out of them or whatever to make sure that I'm getting. And I normally try to keep the jug with me to make sure that I'm getting what I need, because I know that that's more than what I have to drink or whatever. Another thing that can help you keep yourself in balance is, and I didn't buy this product for the video. I just forgot. And it's called Refresh. They come in like you can buy them from Walmart, and they come in like a purple box. I think it has 3 in the box, and it may be around $14, $15 or something like that. But it's pretty much a gel. I think it says 1 insert lasts for 3 days to keep you balanced. And like I said before, I think it comes with 3 in there. But it's a vaginal gel that restores the normal pH. And another thing that you can use to help you stay balanced, and this one is going to probably throw a lot of people off when they hear what it is, but it is safe in that area for you to use. For those who say, oh, I don't want to stick anything up there. Okay. But for the ladies that are struggling, they'll be willing to use it, and because I recommended it for a few people, and they have used it with no problem. I actually had a lady message me through YouTube, like with a long message thanking me for helping her to finally go through things and find something that stopped her from having like a strong smell when she would go to the bathroom or whatever. And I always hear people say, oh, you ladies that I hate coming out of the bathroom behind women. I go in the stall and it stinks in there and it has this strong smell. Yeah, that's true enough. Some people may not take care of themselves. They may not bathe right or whatever. This video is not for those people. Not bathing is their own issue. This video is for the women who are clean and are bathing, but they still have a problem that they can't figure out how to fix or whatever. So, like I said, the thing that I'm going to talk about is boric acid suppositories. And these are PhD feminine health support, boric acid, vaginal suppositories, promotes healthy pH. You do not take these by mouth. You insert them. They're a suppository or whatever. You insert them and they're acidic, so they naturally balance your pH out. No side effects, actually. And I have written here, it said it's an effective antiseptic or whatever. These, I think, were like $25, I think. But like I said, they work. I know plenty of people that they have helped. So this is another option that can help with that. Another thing, douching. Do not douche. It throws off your natural flora. If you must douche, you can use plain water. You can use water and baking soda mixture, or you can use apple cider vinegar and water mixture to douche. And another thing that I want to talk about is, as far as dishing, you know, like they have those regular old dish bottles that most people use or whatever. They're cheap, and the thing about that, a lot of women use the product that's in it, which is horrible. But I know that some women empty the product out of there, and like I said, you can refill it with the things that I just named. But when you use the apple cider vinegar, you want to make sure that it's the organic Bragg apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. Make sure that it has the mother in it. Whether you're using this in your dish mixture or drinking it, it needs to be this particular one. And like I said, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was it's a system called Waterworks. It's a dishing system. If you guys have ever seen, maybe in like your grandmother or your mother's bathroom cabinet, or even I've seen them in the store, and they're like dish bags, I think they're called. The one that I saw was like a red bag, and it has a hose to it with like the dish nozzle that's on a regular dish bottle, and you, I guess, squeeze the bag, and this dish, the water comes out of the bag. I'm not sure. I've never used that, but they have a system, and it's called Waterworks. And what it is it's a bag like that has the hose, and it has the dish nozzle, and it has a clip or something that you could open and close to keep the water flowing or stop the water. But the thing about this system is that makes it great, and I don't have it. I haven't used it, but I'm going to tell you guys why I feel like the system really would work. But the nozzle is stainless steel. Anything stainless steel up against things takes away odor. And so that's what their science behind this system is. It says using stainless steel with water is a recognized method of eliminating the volatile sulfur compounds that cause odor. So with that being said, when I was reading about it, I was wondering, like, I wonder, would this thing really work, or would it just be something that they're promoting and people are going to waste their money on? But when I thought about it more simple, I was like, this is the example I have, like when we go eat crab legs, or for people that eat seafood or whatever, anytime I eat crab legs, you always have that seafood fishy smell on your hands, and they give you those lemon wipes to wipe your hands off. I use the lemon wipes or whatever sometimes, but I always, after I go past the bathroom, I go in the bathroom and wash my hands. I'll take water and I'll splash it on the nozzle of the faucet. I'll splash it on the faucet, and I'll wet my hands. Take my hands and rub my hands around the faucet. Then I get under there and I wash my hands off. Smell your hands, sin is completely gone. So stainless steel and water cuts odor out completely. So that's why, and I've used, like I said, that's what I do when I go eat seafood, because I don't want that fishy smell on my hands. So that's why I feel like, even though I don't have this system and I never used it before, I'm almost positive this system will work. And I've read reviews on it, and the women swear by it or whatever. So this is in my opinion, this is a safer thing. And all you use is water in it. So I feel like this is a safer thing than using the douche things, because also with this waterworks system, when the water comes out of the nozzle, it comes out and it comes down. So it's not squirting out or up or any direction, pushing bacteria back up into you. It comes in a downward flow. So that's my opinion on that thing. The next thing I want to talk about, I'm trying to get through the video so it won't be too long, but it's already at 20 minutes. But anyway, the next thing is vitamins. Like I said before, a vitamin deficiency can cause your immune system to be low. So the vitamins that are healthy for your yoni are vitamin D3, folic acid, and zinc. Taking those are really good for it if you want like some things to start with. Also, washing. When you wash down there, no loofahs are sponges. They harbor bacteria, so you're pretty much fighting a battle that you won't win because you're constantly putting those things down there that's hurting you instead of helping you. The safest thing to do when you bathe down there is to bathe with your hands. When you get in the shower, wash your hands really good and use your hands. So then also when you, like for the products, like I said, no soaps, not those feminine products from Vagisil and Summer's Eve, don't use those. I have quite a few things right here that I'm going to show you guys that you can use. The best thing to use, even though a lot of people feel like, no, I'm not going to do that, is plain water. It's as simple as that. Plain water is the best thing to use. For the ones that don't want to use plain water and feel like, well, I'll use water, but I have to have something else. Another safe thing to use is baking soda. Kitchen baking soda. This thing, of course, will be hard if you have it in, like, because it'll constantly get wet if you're using this. So what you can do is buy one of these little travel containers, pour it in there, and then use it that way. It has a flip top on it with a nozzle hose. You can pour it out into your hand, clean like that. Easy, simple. Another thing that I want to talk about, like I had in my last video, of course, is the Honey Pot Company. It's a feminine plant-based wash. They have it in sensitive, and they have another kind also. And it's natural, vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free. And like I said before, it says made by humans with vaginas for humans with vaginas. So, again, use your hands. You shake this, 3 pumps in your hand, and it lathers up really good. So, that's that. And then I have another thing that you can use is Dr. Bronner soap. I bought these two kinds, and I use both of them. This one is a baby unscented pure castile soap. It has, just FYI, it does not smell like baby. It doesn't really have like I said, it's baby unscented, so it doesn't have a strong smell to it. It has a very light smell to it. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's unscented, but it does have like a smell to it. But you can use this, and then you can use the peppermint one. I bought the smaller one. I bought the smaller one in this one because after buying this size, I was like, this thing will probably last me for years because you don't need much. Like, it comes out in a drip, and you probably can see that in about it. Literally, if you use 3 of those, you will sud up like crazy. So it doesn't take much. So that's why when I wanted to smell this one and use this one, I got the smaller one, and it literally smells like peppermint. So those are the Dr. Bronner soaps. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about, and y'all, when I started researching this one, and I was curious about it, and so I ordered it. And when I tell y'all, this stuff is the bomb. For you ladies, that's the thing with the whole Vagisil and all that. Ladies, women feel like they should smell like roses and flowers and fruit cups and whatever. They always say, well, I want a scent down there. I want to smell like sweet, or I want to smell like whatever. Like I said, you got to smell like whatever you put in your body. Your body is going to push out whatever you're eating. And let me say something about this whole, and I'm gonna call it a myth, this thing with the pineapples and stuff. I see and I hear so many females talk about it, and I always wonder, like, do you actually feel like that, or is it just something that when you say because you hear? Because my thought behind this is, if you're going every single day and you're eating trash, fast food, junk food, drinking sodas, meat, all of these different things, and then you decide for dessert you're gonna eat pineapples, how is your body gonna go through all of these different things that you put in your body that's trash and decide that since you ate pineapples this day, that's what you're gonna smell like down there is pineapples? How? That's my theory behind it. It just makes no sense to me. In order for you can have a sweet smelling and sweet tasting yoni, but you're going to have to eat vegetables and fruits. And most of your diet is going to have to consist of those two for you to smell like pineapples all the time, like these women